how's it going? My name is John Batos from IMGMR.com. I'm joined by Brittany from Fifth Cell to talk to us a little bit about Scribblenauts Unlimited. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
So, listen, we've all seen Scribblenauts before. We've played it on multi-platforms, and now it's finally made its way over to Nintendo's Wii U, almost ready for launch day in November. What can you tell us about the game?
Well, it's the first time Scribblenauts is actually on a home console, so we're really, really excited to take advantage of the full space of a TV. One of the things we've done is we've taken advantage of the HD graphics on the Wii U, and if you actually look at the game, everything is hand-drawn. So it's this massive world, everything's really filled with love, very organic feeling. It's really, really awesome, very large. Typically in previous Scribblenauts games, you've gone into a menu, picked a level, played the level, gone back to a menu. It's very puzzle-esque. What the thing that people really liked about Scribblenauts was that you could play on the sandbox. So if you wanted to make God and Kraken and watch them fight and see who would win, you could do that. So we've taken
Guilty.
I know, right? You're not the only one. So we've taken that concept and sort of made that the entire game. So at any moment, you can actually just start spawning objects and see how they interact. So because of that, because there's no more menus and levels and whatnot, everything sort of happens within the world. So you've got all these little characters throughout, and all of them have an objective. So if I use the gamepad, I have this this icon I can touch here, and it shows everyone who's gold has an objective.
Okay.
So little things that I can do, like if I tap on her, she says, help us finish this treehouse. So pretty standard Scribblenauts. They've clearly got pieces of a treehouse, so I can make some sort of tool to help them out. Say I do hammer.
Hammer.
And they just go to town.
Instant treehouse, just add hammer.
Pretty much. So then we've got, you know, lots of other little scenarios. We've got these guys.
Got a lumberjack and a hippie, a common union.
Yeah. It's almost like a little moral situation. You've got the hippie who wants to keep the tree from getting cut down, and then you've got the lumberjack who wants to cut the tree down. So I personally like helping out the lumberjack. I'm a little destructive, so we'll make a chainsaw.
Nice.
Give that to the lumberjack. And he cuts down the tree.
For a second there, I thought he went for the hippie. I was like, are you sure this is rated E?
E10 plus.
10 plus, okay. So we got some leeway.
A little bit of violence.
Okay, a tiny bit.
Comical, I think. The other big thing we're showing off this week is the object editor, and that's sort of our big new thing that we're bringing to Scribblenauts. Because in the first game, you had any word you can think of. In the second game, we allowed you to use adjectives, and in this game, we're just letting you go crazy. So I can open up the object editor, and I've got a bunch of objects here that I've made previously. So this is a nature tank. It's a tank made of flowers that shoots exploding hippies. And then this is a Frankensaurus. It's a dinosaur made of different dinosaur parts. And this is a really fast car, and it's got red smoke and jet propellers and awesome stuff. And yes.
I have no words. That shoots, what was it, exploding hippies?
Exploding hippies. Because it's one thing.
Fantastic.
It's one thing to shoot a hippie. It's another thing to shoot an exploding hippie.
Infinite ammo?
If as much as you want.
My God. Can we see this puppy?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with a toaster. This is pretty standard. You know, it makes toast.
It makes toast. So far, so good.
Yeah, so it's just your standard toaster, so I can scale it however I want. I'm actually going to paint it. So let's go make it blue. And then we're going to make this into a car, and I want it to be a bitchin' car.
Toaster on the go.
So we're going to add a hood ornament. So add like a little dragon hood ornament. See, it's a car, so I want it to be a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to add a saddle so you can sit on it. You don't want that, you know, cold metal.
Fantastic.
So we've got a car. First part of a car that you obviously need is wheels. So we can go to the special tab, add, let's make watermelon wheels, because that's what I'm feeling right now. So yeah, you can already see like...
Built for speed.
Yeah, I know, right? So you can position the wheels however you want. You can scale the wheels, make it off-road, kind of do whatever you want. Put that saddle back. And then what else do we want to do? I want it to shoot stuff because, again, shooting, exploding, it's fun. It's fun. We'll have it shoot exploding kittens. And yeah, as you can see here, we've basically opened up all of the developer tools that we have internally and given them all to the player. So you can really do literally anything you can think of. So you can set it on fire, have it be electrical, make it a container, have things hang from it. We have a full scripting system, so you can make it actually act however you want. Yeah. So this looks kind of like a monstrosity. So let's start seeing how it looks. I'm going to name it Toasty.
Toasty.
So it's my Toasty car. So the cool thing with this is that now it's automatically added to my dictionary. At any moment, I can now just start playing with it. The other cool thing is we've added a community aspect to Scribblenauts. So I can take that object, I can upload it, I can download other players' objects, I can share it with my friends, I can see all the crazy stuff that other people have started to make. So let's do, we need to be able to write it, so writable toasty.
Writable toasty. Okay, so it is, you can add another word with a creative item and it'll...
Absolutely. Again, anything.
Anything goes. I love it.
So I got my writable toaster. And I can shoot exploding kittens.
Amazing. Not the lumberjack.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, man. He was no match for the exploding kittens.
No one is.
No one is.
So that's the game.
This is fantastic. Okay, so many elements, and obviously this is a huge piece of it, the new game controller. How easy it is to just get in there and use those menus to just get creative and you pretty much do anything you want in this super expansive world. So you were saying earlier about how the older versions of the game were kind of like, okay, point at a level and then now boom, I'm playing it. How is there a kind of mapping system or a place where you can see, okay, which levels are available to me at this time?
Absolutely. So one of the things we've done is we wanted to add lots of environments and new places to explore. Since that's what Scribblenauts is, it's exploring your imagination, why don't you explore the Scribblenauts world? So we're only showing off this level today. But in the final game, we'll actually have a ton of different places you can visit. So we've got our desert maps, our temple maps, ice maps, desert maps, a space. I'm a big fan of space.
Me too.
And then little fairy tale castles. Lots of different areas you can go to, fun places you can visit. And they're all interconnected. So if you start in one place, walk to the right, you'll eventually come back around. It's a really expansive world, lots of deep content. We've seen people play 10 to 20 hours depending on how familiar they are with Scribblenauts and how crazy they want to go with their imagination. So there's lots of cool stuff you can do in this game.
My God, that all sounds so fantastic. And of course, we can expect this game on launch, just like everything else, in November with the Wii U. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you once again, Brittany. You've been awesome. That was a lot of fun. So there you go, guys. A little bit more of the Wii U and a couple of the games that are going to be coming out along with it on its launch. So I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, my name is John Batzos from IMGMR.com, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. See you later.